Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NHL previews and predictions for Wednesday, January 20th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your hump day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. Today's show brought to you by HockeyPicks.com. Think, pick, kick, save at HockeyPicks.com. All right, guys, if you look at the website here, you'll see a picture of Carey Price. We've got a 100% never lost betting angle the last 5 years for the Habs. And there's also like 27 other betting angle systems that you can get for free. All you got to do is go to atsstats.com, click on the link here for Carey Price, and you will get all these betting angles for free just by visiting our website right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's kick it off with the Leafs and the Oilers going tonight. Now, Edmonton, 1-3 on the season. Well, you know, the big question in Edmonton right now is what's going on with Leon Draisaitl, right? You look at last season, he had, 47 goals, 43 goals, 67 assists, 110 points, and he hasn't found the back of the twine yet. In 4 games, no goals, 5 assists. So until he gets going, Edmonton's always going to be a question mark each game in and game out until he gets going, right? You can't ask Connor McDavid to do everything, even though he's done everything right now. Now the Leafs coming to this one, coming off a big win over the Jets the other night, 3-1. Played a bit of defense there, but they look pretty good. Going to this one, minus 161 price tag, the over-under at 6.5. Forecast, going to lead with the Leafs here. The Leafs here, 3.17, 2.98. The over-under at 6.15. Now, looking at the Leafs, 3-1 on the season and 2-2 to the over-under. And our value line on the Leafs tonight was minus 176. So they're if you do like the Leafs, you're getting a bit of value here. And if you like the Oilers, you're getting good value at plus 150 about. Let me check here on the latest line moves. Plus 140. Now, Edmonton coming off a 2-game losing streak to the Habs. In fact, Montreal looks pretty good in that Northern Division right now. 3-1 loss to the Habs. Prior to that was a 5-1 loss. So, and they're going to Toronto, a place where they haven't had a lot of success. 2-8 straight up, and 6-4 to the over. And but you know what? Here's the thing. Any team or the Edmonton Oilers before playing their next game, so they're going to play Toronto again. 17-2 against the point spread when they're facing the Leafs. So I don't know if that really counts in a back-to-back game situation, but that's why you're seeing a 17-2. So that's what that record's all about. But in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, Toronto 8-2 straight up, 5-5 against the numbers. So you know what? Edmonton has really struggled against the Leafs. And road teams this year in NHL on 1 day's rest, 4-20 straight up in their next game. So and look at this. Home teams on 1 day's rest, 18-5. So a nice angle there to the home teams and the favorites. I think the favorites are on a really good march here. In fact, let's go look down here at the Raymond Report. Check this out on the year. Favorites. Home teams, 61.2% winning the game straight up. Home favorites, 78%. Wow. So big edge here to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I think they get the job done here today. But if Draisaitl finally gets off the schneid there and gets, finds the back of the net, watch out. This could be something to jumpstart the Oilers, right? San Jose taking on the St. Louis Blues. San Jose 1-2 in the year. The Blues 2-1. Minus 182 price tag today on the Blues. The over-under at 5.5. ATS forecast going to lean with St. Louis here. 3.02, 2.73. The over-under at 5.75. So it does like it to go a bit over the total. Looking at the over 4 Shark games, 3-0 this season. In fact, look at their scores: 9, 8, and 7 goals scored in each of those games. So, they're gonna have to really get some work done on the back end. And you know what's interesting? You got a guy like Carlson back there, Brent Burns, but those guys are offensive guys, right? They're not your stay-at-home defensemen. So that's why you're seeing a lot of goals scored in San Jose. Martin Jones and Bennington should get the nod between the pipes tonight. And looking at the Blues, 7-3 in their last 10 headed matches against the Sharks. A bit of a pricey price tag today, minus 182. But maybe you want to include them in a parlay, right? Obviously, I'm leaning with St. Louis in this one. Minnesota taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Now the Wild are 2-1 on the season. Anaheim 1-2. Looking at their last game that they played, a 1-0. So this is a back-to-back. A lot of back-to-backs, right? And I've been saying this since day one. Look at the other team coming out who lost the game So Minnesota coming off a loss, a 1-0 loss to the Ducks. They might be worth a look here tonight, guys. Laying 135. However, the forecast leaning with Anaheim, 3.01, 2.99, the over-under at 6. But I think Minnesota here might be worth the play. Looking at the value index, we had them at plus 100, so you're laying minus 135. But, yeah, you're getting a little bit of value here. Let's see where this line opened up at. And look, the Cam Talbot against John Gibson should be your starters tonight. But, again, it's like, these guys, the head coaches now think they're CIA agents. They keep everything close to the vest, until game time before releasing their goalies, right? Minus 135, 141. So it's coming down a bit, but I do like Minnesota here tonight. Again, look at that, though. Road teams 4-20 on 1 day's rest. So watch out. That's an interesting number that jumps out at you. All right, Montreal. Actually, you know what? Let me go to that stat. I got a great angle on the under here tonight. The under is 11-0 for the Habs when they're an away favorite, coming off a game where they allowed 1 goals against in their last 5 years. So if you like those type of angles, the under is really worth a consideration. Look at this. Look at the forecast. 3.48, 1.5, the over-under at 4.98. If you watch that game of Vancouver Calgary in their last game, that was 1-0 till the middle of the second period, and then all hell broke loose, and Calgary just opened up the cannons, and you saw a lot of pucks get into the net. 5-2 loss to Calgary, but that was a 1-0 game. And prior to that, the game before that, 3-0, 5-2, and then 5-3. But that was a 3-0 game. But Montreal, Carey Price, he should be back between the pipes here tonight against Holtby. I do like Montreal. Montreal's off to a good start, but I think the under might be worth a better look here. 6.5 seems like a lot. And when Montreal, it's too bad there's no fans, because anytime Montreal plays out west, Edmonton, Calgary, or especially Vancouver, it's like a home game for them. It's like the same thing in Ottawa, right? Toronto, Montreal, might as well just, it's like a home crowd for the other team. Same thing in Vancouver. A lot of fans in the West for the Habs. And look at this. The record shows it too. 7-3 in their last 10 in Vancouver. And Vancouver, when they travel to Montreal or they play the Habs at home, they're only 2-8 straight up, 5-5 against the number. So give me the Habs here tonight, guys. I think the Habs minus 132 is a nice price right here. All right, let's take a look here at Arizona taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, Vegas 3-0 in the season, 1-2 for the Coyotes. In fact, looking at their last game, a 4-2 loss to Vegas. They won the one before that against the Sharks 5-3, and then they lost 4-3. That was a close one. That was a shootout loss, or shootout or overtime. I can't remember. All I know is I lost that game. I had Arizona. Actually, I had it big had like a 16 parlay, and that killed. I had every 5 of them, but that one there, and it would have paid off nicely. But no luck that night. The numbers didn't go my way. Golden State 4-2 win over Phoenix for Arizona. 2-1 against the Ducks. 5-2. Looking at tonight's price tag, Vegas is always going to be in the 200 range, right? For some reason against these type teams. Minus 213, over under at 5.5. The forecast 2.97, 2.65. The over under at 5.62. Looking at the value, we had them at minus 175. Vegas, overvalued here. I don't know if I can take. I'm not laying that price. I know that for sure. If I do, the thing with games like this, either you like the road team or you like the total, right? It's 5.5. Who's in nets tonight? You're looking at probably Leonard against Kemper. Maybe the under is worth a look here, but what's the Kogo at 17%? So the percentage play favors the under here. So you know what? That's pretty good. The under looks pretty good here. Let me see. Look at this. Last 3 games for Arizona's gone under over. So maybe the under might be worth a look. In the last 10 head-to-head games between the Golden Knights and the Coyotes, the under has hit 70%. So guys, maybe the under is where you want to go, but I think Vegas gets her done. All right, guys, there you have it. That's the NHL forecast today for a Wednesday, January 20th. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. And today's broadcast was brought to you by HockeyPicks.com. Think, pick, kick, save at HockeyPicks.com. Shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.